Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the DZMC Gaming Channel. Shake and I have jumped in on our big Friday Night Blitz game with one of the originals, AD 98, Dolphin 98, and he's making his move. And he did what I think, or what I thought he was going to do, which is split his stacks. But if you notice, Shaky, one of those stacks isn't quite the same as the other.
You mean the infantry heavy stack?
Yeah, the Corellia stack. We can defend, I think. Well, let's talk about the Pacific first. I did the math on attacking that, and he's got a 99.9% chance to hold. So,
which
I
which
thought
probably means he has a good chance to kill you.
right. He's got those bombers he moved over too into Szechuan, so they
So
can.
look what he did. This is the first. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say that. That being said, even if he attacks with his bombers, we actually it's a 50-50. So on defense,
Of him attacking you.
him attacking
Okay.
us, yeah.
So that's that's the value of defense. Okay. So
Okay.
I was going to say, look what he did. He teased us by putting all 7 of his planes, his
Yep.
fighters, in a Venki. And he wasn't doing it to get them to Berlin. He was doing it to get his
Consolidate.
European fighters out to.
Yeah. I realized that
Oh,
after.
this is interesting.
I realized that after that when I went to bed last night, I was thinking, you know what? Those planes, those 7 planes in Evenki are not there to have some sort of timing on Berlin. They're there so they can all get back to C Zone 60. That's what I realized. Pretty smart. But
Okay, I
that
need to
that being
open a
said, now
calculator. Go ahead.
he only has one bomber in the European theater right now, so you can move around pretty freely, and it means we could probably take Morocco with aircraft carrier support.
But do we want Morocco,
No,
as it's never going to be his
I
again?
I don't think we do. I actually,
What does it look like if we put 4 guys in French Africa? What does that look like?
well, it's 7 infantry and a bomber against one, two, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can bring one bomber to that battle. So 7 infantry and one bomber against 4 guys. Kind of like that too. It well, I could put an egg on there too.
Well, let's
Uh,
let's do one thing at a time. Right now, I'm actually looking at the math on me attacking Karelia.
yeah, I don't know about
And
that.
I wish I had a few more artilleries involved, but let's just see. So it would be 51
All your planes.
plus 7, 58, and 5. It would be 58, 5, 58,
51.
5, with a cruiser hit and 9 planes.
What does that look like?
68% in my favor.
That would be a big win.
Ah. Oh.
That would be a pretty big.
Now, what does that mean for?
Well,
what does that mean for Poland if my units are unable to defend there?
well, let's see. We can put. He's got 86 at 2. Exactly.
Yep.
And he's got
And then 13 at
13
3.
at 3 and 1 at 4. I don't know. You want me to do the math on that?
The Szechuan bombers can reach 2. Yeah, do the math on that.
They can. 1, 2.
I'm gonna start running.
Yeah, they could. But if we force his hand, those 3, he needs those 3 bombers just to make it a 50-50. If we take Philippines, we have like he only has a 30% chance on C Zone 48, for instance, and we could still get New Zealand for free.
You would get New Zealand for free
With the Hawaiian transport.
by attacking the transport or by using your fleet to defend the transport.
No, we could take one of the transports, hit New Zealand. He can't even touch it with his bomber.
Right. Right.
So it's safe all by itself.
And the second transport to 45 to Australia, or you're thinking New Guinea?
Well, I'm thinking force the issue, keep his 3 bombers out of that. Well, I don't know. He'd probably use his bombers in that fight, But okay, let me run the math. 43 and 43 and 13. Let me see what that looks like. Let me clear this. Uh, Clear. Okay, so it'd be 43 infantry. For a game that actually we vowed not to use calculators, it seems we're using them quite a bit at the end of the game. 43 and
Yeah,
40.
but that's what we agreed to when we switched to correspondence.
Yep, 13 tanks. Let's say he can bring all of his bombers. So how was that? Three? It's four bombers. Did he lose a bomber somewhere? I didn't even look to see what he tacked. He had five or six of them, didn't he?
Yep, he lost a bomber and a strap bomb.
Oh, good. Okay, so that's that. Now we can hold it with 40. Well, right now, currently we have 52, 57, 67, 77, 79, 8. Right now we have 89. Let's say the two AA guns. Let's just try and hold it with that. 89. So it's going to be 42, 52, 57 infantry, and 32. So 57 and 32. That's what that looks like. Seven, 32. Two. And let's throw the two AA guns in there. No planes. Let's see what that looks like just like that. Attacker wins 100%. Okay, so we need more. Um, well,
Mm.
all the planes would be able to land back there. You wouldn't need them to defend C Zone 5 anymore.
Maybe. Maybe, because the bombers could still reach
One,
C Zone 5. So
two.
it'd be one, two, three, four bombers.
Oh, that's right.
We
One,
have
two,
ships on
three,
one, two,
four, five.
three, four.
Well, if you take Karelia, they
So
can't.
say I left two planes. Well, yeah, but
We'd know.
that's a huge wild card.
Okay, so let's say we'll put five planes there. Okay, let's see what five planes. I know that makes a big difference actually. Let's see what that looks like. One, two, three, four, five. Still got 96.3, but we've got
What
reserves
if
here.
it's seven? What if it's seven planes?
Seven planes. Still 91. Um,
Okay, and if
let's
it's all
let
if it's
let's
all
add
nine planes?
let's add my 10 let's add my 10 infantry in Berlin and my one artillery.
Okay, and my five infantry.
Well, we'll hold. I want to do the minimum. I want to do the minimum. So let's
Okay,
add 67 infantry now, and we'll add. Was how many artillery was it? Well, I only have one artillery. That's pathetic. Wow. Okay. So one extra artillery. What does that look like? He now has a 35.3. So here,
wow, what a difference!
yeah. So let's take off the planes. Let's take off two planes. Let's leave five there. That gives them 59.4. Let's say you add your five
Five
infantry.
infantry.
Five infantry. Let's say you add your five infantry. So that's 72. That gives them a 26%. With only five planes, the two anti-aircraft, and your five infantry, that still leaves an artillery left over for you and whatever we build and bring. So there's a chance that he goes to
Oh man,
Bulgaria.
oh man.
The chance he goes to Bulgaria, Romania, but we can still defend Berlin because
Well, if
his
we could defend it now, we could certainly
right.
defend it one turn later. Yeah.
Right. So
Here's the other thing.
even if he brought his
I don't.
11 infantry and two artillery along to reinforce, he's two turns away. So like I said earlier in the last round, we'll always have two turns to build in Berlin to push him back. So the question is, do you want to take a 68% chance on Karelia? Those haven't been going well for us. But it would be a huge get.
Oh, it's so huge. And the thing is, I don't even have to take it. If I could strafe out 40 of his infantry and then fall back to Baltic, how good would that feel?
That would be good too. Okay, so we've got options in Europe. Um, I think you're right. In the Pacific, I think I want to force him to attack our fleet. So not I don't want to put it in harm's way when those bombers are still there. So I'm with you. I say we go down to Sea Zone 45, take Eastern Australia, with the one transport. The other transport can take New Zealand, and then we can look at the money islands after that.
Yeah, 45 is in range of all of them. So, and also, the if you dump two in Australia, you could walk over and take Western.
Yep.
We could pull the fleet's bank if we needed to.
Right. But the fleet in Sea Zone 45 is only in range of his fighters. It's not in range of his fleet for support. It's just in range of his fighters.
Yeah, not even the bombers, right? Yeah,
Yep.
it's totally
One,
safe in
two,
45.
3, 4, 5. Yeah. So just the seven.
Although he could he could then pivot to Alaska, but I noticed he only has two infantry there, so that would be a pretty weak ass pivot.
Wait, two infantry where? Where your eyes focused?
Tokyo. He only has two infantry in Tokyo. So if he wanted to say go for Alaska, then go for Western, it's a that's a weak sauce right there.
Yeah. Well, we can. I was thinking of
I'll t-
building another tank. He's only got two infantry. I was thinking about building another tank in Western, just a single tank. Leave the one that's already there in Western Canada. Put one in Western United States. Two tanks.
well,
Two tanks to be.
let's see. Let let's see what we have left after we buy for Germany.
Okay. So, all right. Yeah, we can figure all that out next. So I do kind of want to buy some artillery here. I think the opportunity is there. I mean, just look at his combat move. Okay, so he did try just one bomber in Germany. Okay. Guerrilla lost one infantry. Sorry, guys. Oh, our guys fought back.
Yeah, that's what he was saying on Discord. He said we got 100% hit backs.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, that's right. All right. Well, then let's look at. I could build 55. So let's see what it looks like to build for Berlin and Rome, and then see what we have. We might have room for a bomber, and this way we wouldn't need another fight or another unit on Western Australia or Western U.S. And that bomber can be useful in the Pacific or in Europe, but because it can land next turn on the Solomons or wherever we want it to land, really. So let's see what that looks like. Let's buy some. What? Let's just buy 13 infantry and see what that looks like. Okay, 13 infantry gives us 16 IPC left. So if I bring that down to say 10 infantry and 3 artillery, it still gives us 13 IPC. If I go 9 infantry and 4 artillery, we can buy the bomber.
Okay.
Just
I don't. I think the Eastern Canada infantry and artillery. I think we could pull those back to protect Alaska. I don't think we want to just throw transports away. And if I'm going to attack Australia, there's not going to be any planes to protect your transports. I don't think we're ready to throw transports away.
no, 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 no. Well, we would
But
have to
you
throw
could
them away.
park a load transport in 22.
I could park. I was just gonna say I could park. Actually, I could park both of them there. Problem is they can't really get back to France in case, just in case, kind of we need them. Um,
Yeah, there's a case to be made to send 10 to France right now.
yeah,
What's the odds? Let me check it. What are the odds on him sending 7 infantry and a bomber versus 40?
yeah. Let's take a look at that.
hit is 98%.
Is it really that high?
Yeah.
Really? Surprised at that, actually. I don't. I think it says that on paper, but I don't think that's in real life. That's really what it is. I mean, that'd be. I think that'd be a little bit slightly above average on your infantry hits. That'd be like 3 hits
Well,
on first round of combat.
David should only need one hit as long as the bomber keeps hitting because
Yeah.
he has enough hit points to just soak the combo tank.
Well, yeah, maybe it is that high
So it's
actually.
basically just giving his bomber. It's giving his bomber more, you know, more
Well,
attacks.
I feel if I send the transport or any of if both of these transports, say C Zone 22, so they can hit South Africa, he can move those guys down anyway. That's what they're there for. They're there now. Those guys are there to defend Africa. Um, they're not going to move out.
Yeah,
I don't think those guys are going to move out. They're going to stay there.
and
Um,
that's the appropriate amount.
right.
Unlike before when he had 75 units.
Yeah. Yeah. So I almost feel like it's futile, but I also feel like it forces his infantry down. Plus, we don't have to take it. We can run around the
You know
horn.
what?
We can run around
Go
the
ahead.
Horn of Africa. Sort of. It
If you take,
maybe even try to link up with the fleet.
if you take, I was gonna say, if you take French West Africa, we don't even have to protect it. The bomber can't even reach.
That's right. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're right. So those transports would be safe to come up to C Zone 8 next turn, and
and
then
get
to
a
be useful in C Zone 5. Yeah, or maybe even send one.
or conversely
Yeah.
go back to 11 and pick up some fresh recruits.
Boy, I wish we could park them in C
Hmm.
Zone 13 because then they could be useful in the Med again. Once again, I can buy a fleet maybe to protect them in Rome or something. Maybe
Oh,
a
we don't have fleet. We don't have
well,
fleet buying
no, but a
money.
ship. I mean, I'm always going to have 16 left over, so we can always buy. Maybe like a couple of destroyers if he's only got one bomber in the area, for instance, something like that. I don't know. I like having the
No,
option.
actually, it's not a horrible idea. And now that you say that, I think the way to do it, though, the way to execute it is to start getting a couple fighters, and then you can drop a carrier when you need to drop a carrier. The fighter is going to be useful no matter what, anyway.
So maybe instead of all these artillery, by 13 infantry, a fighter, and then maybe I will build that single tank in Western United States. Mind you, he can't do that. He can't move his fleet off of Japan Sea Zone 60 and take Alaska, unless he built
Why not?
like 8 guys there. Oh, you mean just send a single transport to take Alaska, like sack it?
Well, he could move his fleet because we'll be out of range. We'll be down to 45.
Oh, that's true.
So he can move back faster than we can get to him.
Yeah, but that'll put him way out of reach of the Money Islands. The Money Islands will all be ours.
Right.
We could send a single sub up there.
I don't. Man, do you really think a sub's going to help?
Well, it means it can't send a transport by itself. So if we send a
Yeah,
sub,
it'll protect against a naked
it'll be one
transport.
sub that he has to take. It'll be one sub that he has to use. So we're still. I lose a sub, he loses a sub. It's either way.
Huh.
Let's check defense
Well, where's the
profiles
fighter
right
going?
now, just so we're clear on that. Sea combat, because right now I have subs set to submerge. I'm glad I'm checking on this. I have carriers before fighters. That's the correct move. Okay. And for anti-aircraft, I have them going first.
I don't love that.
No, I like them after the infantry. I think when we invested all that money in them. So buy a tank for Western U.S.
I don't love the idea of having tanks just
I
stuck
know
in
they're
the mainland over there.
stuck there. I don't like that idea either.
So if you buy a fighter and the fighter goes, say, in eastern United States, a tank, an infantry, and fighter can stop the Alaska threat. So you could pull, the eastern Canada infantry back
That's true too.
to western Canada
I could save
and a fighter.
three,
That'd be enough to protect that entire threat.
and I can save three.
Or you could upgrade to 3 artilleries,
Well, that's true. I could do that.
upgrade 3 of those infantry to artilleries.
So 11 and three, one fighter in Eastern United
No,
States.
you don't have to buy the infantry. We'll just pull it off of eastern Canada.
Oh yeah. Well, but I still want 13 units. Oh, that's too many. All right, I have too many. Oh. So 10 and
And
3.
then I think the other artillery, I think we put in France because you are artillery light in Europe.
Well, what about 7 and 6? 7 infantry, 6 artillery, one fighter.
And a fighter,
Yeah.
yeah, I like that. A little more oomph.
Yeah. It's no match for his 43 artillery, but it's just baby steps,
Gotta start somewhere.
right? Yeah, I think I like that buy better. Okay, so we got the buy down. All right, let's go. We're committed. Um, well,
Okay.
I'm going to attack New Zealand, and I'm going to attack Eastern Australia.
I think you should attack French West Africa with just 1 unit. Not enough that you can hold it, and you won't be able to hold it, but just enough for maybe he'll bring us down there,
Okay,
and you can always escape the bomb. We can get away.
okay, I could do that.
Wait. Hold on.
You said
One,
one.
2, 3. The only place his bomber is a threat to you is in Morocco, and if he lands in
Yeah,
Morocco, we can actually hit. We
yes,
could kill that bomber.
right.
So he won't do that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. His one, one, 2, 3, 4, 5. He bomber can't hit C zone 23 at all.
Yeah, but I'm saying if this turn he lands it in Morocco,
Oh,
like then you wouldn't be able to get away. Except that if he lands in Morocco, then we can just kill it.
so if he landed in Morocco or something like that, is that what you're saying? Or Algeria?
Yeah, don't you think we could? Well, Algeria wouldn't be able to reach. It's too many hexes. So here's what I'm thinking: if he moves the bomber to Morocco, and then you want to go back to 11 to get some fresh recruits, then
Yeah,
it's in danger.
I'd be dead there. Yeah, for sure.
But I feel like if you have the transport and the artillery in France, I feel like that would be enough to kill them.
Yeah, I think it would be. So I'll non-combat them to France.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Okay. That's it. That's all I can take. So, should I send a single sub to 64?
I wouldn't worry about it. Like you said, he's going to want to come down.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4.
How about this? Is there can you peel a fighter off of there and land a fighter in Western Canada? That would protect from a naked transport.
Yeah, I can. It can get back if it
Because
needs
that
to.
fighter could always rejoin the fleet.
Yeah, or it can move,
Yeah.
or it can move into Europe if it's not.
It
Yeah,
can If you want to drop a carrier, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like that better, actually. Now I'm thinking to myself, um, that anti-aircraft. I want to get that anti. You know, maybe I'm gonna move that anti-aircraft in central U.S. back to western,
Okay.
because I can't really get it where I need it when we need it,
Uh huh.
unless I wait a
Yeah, I
turn.
can understand that.
I mean, unless I, well, I guess I could. I could bring the, I could, no, see, I can't because I'm using the infantry here. Because I can't bring a, I can't bring an AA gun and an artillery on one transport, even if I came back to get it. But I could build one though. I can build one next round if I needed to. Yeah, let's keep them there. We'll keep them there.
Yeah, we can build fresh recruits on
Yeah.
the mainland if we have to.
All right. That's it for combat. So let's take care of that. Hey, we're back into Africa.
15 turns later.
We'll take one fighter. One, two, three, four. Oh, that's a destroyer. Fighter, fighter. It's select a fighter. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. The rest of the guys are gonna go down here. Okay, so I want to make sure I'm moving everything. I don't want to leave anything there.
All right, before your end turn, I want to discuss Europe one more time.
Okay. Um,
So if I let me know when you're ready.
I think I moved everything,
You got everything in place.
so I'm pretty ready.
Okay, so if I do attack Karelia and I need to retreat, if I get a good strafe or whatever, I still want to be able to block those 13 tanks from reaching. Well, actually, only 9 can reach. So I guess here's what I'm saying: if my attack goes poorly, I want to be able to survive this clean.
But you don't have it.
So we might have to put a
Oh, I see
might
what
have to put an infantry in both.
I see what you're saying. Um, well, the tanks can go through West Russia on a counterattack. Or you're talking about the retreat into Baltic.
Into Baltic to protect the guys who flee from Baltic. And I can't really reinforce that with Polish units because we need every unit in Poland that we have.
Right. Boy,
So
that would be ballsy. The 9 tanks at whatever is left over if you retreat. But I do see your point. It actually might make sense. So then in that case, I think it actually literally the math comes down to, hold on. So let's say there's one to be one less infantry in. He still only has a 27.6% on Poland. So we could
okay,
actually
and then what do you think about Bulgaria? Should we just let them blitz all the way into southern Europe?
well, no. I'll put one there too because we can afford it. So let's see what that looks like when I go down one more. 70 infantry total. Gives him a 36.9.
And that's with how many planes in
That's with
Poland?
all. That's with all of his planes. So I calculated all. Well, I
No,
calculate. No, I
of
cal.
our planes. How many of our planes?
Oh, I'll tell you. Hold on. Okay, first of all, I calculated 4 bombers of his, and that's 5 fighters of ours.
Yep. So what if we made it 7 fighters?
Well, we don't need the 7 fighters.
Okay.
No, we because don't we kind of want him to take an uneven battle like we because he was doing that to us. We were the ones to take the initial 1-2 punch that were very uneven battles, and it was costing us. I
Mm-hmm.
want him to take the uneven battle now. You know how long it's going to take him to
Yeah,
get
you're
those.
right. You're right.
You know how
You're
long
right.
it's going to
You're
take
right.
him to get a 43 artillery again like that. I mean, that's pretty impressive. 43 artillery, 43 infantry. That's no
I
joke.
know.
That's no joke. But let's just make sure. Okay, so hold on. So we've got
Well,
40. So 40, 50. Yes, okay. We've got 70 guys in Poland. Okay, that's what we 70 infantry. That's what we need, and we need your 5 infantry, and just 5 of your planes.
and how many artillery do we have there? We have
32,
18, 33,
33. 2 AA guns.
and what they 5 fighters. I'm just gonna run it on this calc too. Actually, you know what would be awesome if you could calculate Borrelia on that newer, better calculator you're talking about.
Um, let's see
Game.
if we have fighters
Something
go
just went
last.
wrong. Something like that.
34.6. That new one.
Oh, my computer's freaking out.
Okay, yeah. Let me try that new one. I actually haven't used it yet. I remember where I put it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's see. This is gonna be a land battle. All rounds, current round, simulations. We can do up to 1 million simulations. St- Standard dice. Order of loss. So our order of loss would be infantry, artillery, armor, fighters. Oh, okay. So no, it'd be A. No, it'd actually be infantry, AA, artillery. There. So let's do it like that. Oh, I love that you can pick the order of loss. I like that.
And we could do that in scaling too.
Yeah.
Because I'm coming up with he's got 82%. I'm seeing him with 82%.
Okay. So let me run it. Infantry. He's attacking. So he's attacking with 43, right?
Huh? Well, it's basically 86 artillery. You type it twice if you want, but it's the same thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna do it because it's my first time using the calculator, so I'm gonna do it the way they want it. 43 and 43, and it was 14 tanks, 13 tanks, and no fighters, but 4 bombers against. Oh, it'd be 2 infantry would be 70. Artillery is going to be 33.
Oh,
No.
hold on. I had a misclick. I had a misclick in the thing.
Okay, so let's
So
let's run it.
you are right. 28.5%.
Oh, I'm running 1 million calculations, so it's going to take a little longer to do it than the standard 10,000 or 100,000. It's going pretty fast though. Oh, I love how you can see in real time how the battle changes. Oh, that's cool. Looks like about 5.3 rounds of combat. It even has confidence levels.
Oh, really? That's funny. Right. You know what? While you're figuring this out and do your thing, I'm gonna
Mhm.
step away just for 1 second.
Okay, it's almost done.
I want to have a cigarette before I think about this Australia fight.
Okay, so all right, go ahead. Are you wearing your headphones still or no? I'll clear that. You know what? I'm going to take a break too. So hang in there, folks. We're going to take a real quick break because this is pretty serious. Hang in there. All right. So oh, just clicked off the calculator. Here I am. Okay. So I'm liking this. It gives him a straight up 100% confidence that there's a 33% chance that he wins the battle. He takes out everything. However, there is a 59% chance that we're left with all of our fighters and 11 artillery. And there's a 47% confidence level on that. So,
Okay.
the answer is going to be somewhere in between. So it's probably going to be something like we're going to be left with all of our fighters and maybe a few artillery. Because that,
Do you remember the last night we were playing? Do you remember the last night we were all playing live? And I had said, you know, we are losing, but we are only two dice. We are only two dice battles away from getting back in the game.
yeah,
On this turn, we could potentially have both of those dice battles
exactly.
in Corellia and opponent.
Oh, you know
And
what? Hold on. Let's
I'm
run.
de-
Go ahead.
I'm definitely gonna hit Corellia.
Well,
I'm
hold
gonna
on.
hit Corellia because
Let's run the numbers on this
okay,
calculator with Carillo. Okay. So let me.
okay,
So we know right now
because
in our
we've
heads
come
that
this far.
yeah, that there's a 100% chance confidence level that he wins the battle 33.3% of the time. So there's a 33.3% chance that he kills us and he kills everything.
And we lose a game.
And no, we wouldn't lose the game. We'd just lose. We'd lose if we got Corellia and we lost. Because even if he
Oh god, that would be interesting.
even if he took it, he'd only be okay. So if he took it, he'd only have two bombers remaining. So he'd have to win the battle with two bombers and maybe a couple of armor remaining. We can most certainly defend Berlin after that. Actually, we'd be able to kill that whatever he has left over. So that stack, uh, if he attacks Poland, will die, whether it's on his round of attacking or our round of counterattacking, unless he retreats.
Well,
That's an option for him.
yeah, like a mega strafe.
Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, let me run the Karelia battle real quick. And I'm gonna ask you for the numbers. Let me go reset it. How do I reset? Oh, here we go. Reset.
Okay, so on defense, it is 58 infantry and 5 artillery.
Okay.
58 and 5.
Okay. 58 infantry. And you said 5 artillery.
Yep. And on offense, it is 58 infantry, 5 artillery.
Okay.
See what he did? He matched what I could bring.
Yeah.
And 9 fighters and a cruiser hit.
58. How many artillery was it? 5.
5. I would be attacking with the same thing that he has,
Okay. So 9 fighters and
but
a cruiser hit.
with 9 fighters and a cruiser hit.
Okay. Let's look. I'm not gonna do a million simulations. I'll do 100,000. And all rounds. Okay. Here we go. Well, that's much faster than a million. Okay. Okay, so the attacker. Okay, so the attacker has a see here. So the confidence level here is going to be highest is at 60% with 1 cruiser and 7 fighters remaining. Oh,
Well,
oh, here we
that
go.
doesn't make
No,
sense.
there's
But
eight. No, there's a 90. Well, I'm looking at the best percentage win with confidence level at the same. Okay, so there is a, like, for instance, there's a 7.4% chance that there's a 94% chance that you win that battle outright with all your fighters, 5 artillery, and 13 infantry left over. But the confidence level is only 7.4%. Overall, so defender, let's look at the defender. Yeah, he's you've got a 69 point. What does your calculator say? You've got a 69.2% chance of winning that battle,
68.
and it's 100% confidence level.
Wow. So what is Dolphin thinking? What are we missing? I feel like he's tricking us. Does he think that he's just going to get units in Ukraine faster than we can get back to Poland? Did he miscalculate the number of planes I could bring? What are we missing here? Or does he just want to straight
Well,
up
he
give us a
did
30% chance to lose?
he did buy all infantry this turn. Mainly, he's been buying tanks. Well, okay, he did buy 4 tanks still, but he mostly 17 infantry. So I don't know, but I like
You
those.
just want to thin us out so he can reload and repeat?
I don't know. I mean, we're matching him in the Pacific now. I mean, and we're gaining slowly traction on the Money Islands and back into Africa. He has to address those fronts. He can't ignore them. See.
I mean, if we went
Like I said,
really, that's horrific for him.
I know he's winning the attack power game right now, but I've been saying this all along, at least for the last 10 rounds, that I think we're winning positionally. Even though it's funny to say that when you see all orange on the map, it's
Yeah,
I think we're winning the game positionally. We can get our units to our major fronts way faster than he can.
that's true. You're right.
But we haven't been able to break out either. So he's been playing it so efficiently math wise that he's been preventing us from breaking out. I say we go for this. I say the math says to do it
Yeah,
now. You know?
yeah. We might not get another 70% chance
No, I don't think so. All right, so
to
we've got the right
wipe
amount.
out 60 plus units.
We've got the right amount of units in Poland. Okay, that was a good idea putting those guys in Baltic, huh? I knew he was going to split his stack. I just didn't think he was going to leave it like that. I thought he was going to be a little more aggressive
Clever, clever.
than that. All right, so send it.
I'm just looking at it. Yeah, send it. Send it.
That's what all the cool kids are saying now. Saying, send it. All right, now hold on. Now, do I need that fighter in uh, North America now? I don't. I could probably put it somewhere.
You do.
Oh yeah,
Don't
yeah,
you want it
maybe.
just in case?
Yeah. You're
And I
right.
think Eastern is the right place. Yeah.
All right, baby. Work your magic. What's the?
Whew. Whew.
He's exactly 100 points ahead of us in attack power right now. A ridiculous 448. Well, that's about to go down if everything works out correctly here.
Man, this is so wild.
Just don't forget to put that AA gun in Poland. It needs to be there.
Okay. One.
God, I'm so nervous.
50.
I'm so
Oh,
nervous. I'm so nervous.
me too, man. Me too. We get one artillery. Five, six, seven, eight, nine. And I'll tell you what, if the cruiser hits, we're going to win. If the cruiser doesn't hit, we're not going to win. It's our bellwether. What does the
Yeah,
game say? The game says unlikely.
it does.
Unlikely. What does the game know that we don't?
Yeah. That's a good point. Let's make sure I'm reading that thing again, right? Because you ran it on a different calculator. It's about within 1 percentage point, right?
Yep.
Well, I can tell you this: Devier absolutely believes in his calculator, and he kicked my ass in that last game because of proper calculator use. To be honest with you, it actually, well, I don't want to say entirely won him the game, but his calculator precision, the precision of his calculator play was, like I said, I was playing checkers with my calculators, and he was playing chess. So I was misreading mine, and he was reading his perfectly, and his almost came to a T exactly what they said they were going to be. So I'm gonna trust this calculator here. So let's go, man. Wait. Is there anything else you need to attack? No.
Anything else I can attack? The
Yeah.
answer is
No.
no.
Okay.
All right, well, here's a
Woo.
big battle we've been waiting for. I'm telling you, if the cruiser hits, we're going to win.
Okay. I'm with you. I'm gonna watch too. Maybe I shouldn't, but I'm gonna.
Cruiser did not hit.
Okay. Take your time.
Come on, boys.
5 hits. Oh, come on. I was hoping for better than that. That's all right.
15 hits, and he got 25
Yeah.
hits.
He's supposed to get you on the first round of combat, though.
All right, I want to recalc this. So he is down to 43. And we're down to 21. 33. Our odds have plummeted to 33%. We're at 70%, now we're at 33%.
Okay. Keep going.
Actually 30%.
I think the odds changed dramatically though through the different ways. Remember, that was a really low result for you. You had 53 infantry. You only got 5 hits on your first round. 53 freaking dice,
Yeah,
and
but
you only rolled 2 or 5.
That's not how odds work. You're doing the gambler's fallacy right now. Oh, it was black 8 times in a row. The next one has to be red.
Right.
Well, it doesn't have to be red. It's a 50-50 to be red. Okay, so now let's see if I... Oh, boy. Man, that stinks. Because if I fall back... What is it? And we'll give him what? Can you look at the... Can the Bonders reach Baltic State?
They can if you don't take Karelia. Hold on, I'll go look. Hold on.
So he has a 99% chance to clear.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They can if you don't take Karelia. I don't know, man. I say go for it. At least another round of combat. Another round, maybe even 2.
Well, I don't think we have a choice because if I fall back, he's just going to wipe me. Oh, man, that stinks. That was not good enough.
You know what? Our
planes
aren't hitting. That's better.
Not really.
No.
So is he down to 34? We're down to... Well, we're down to 18.
You know what? Okay, I'm gonna say it right now. His freaking dice have been crazy good. I mean, I don't know. I know what people say. Oh, it's about average. I don't know, man. It seems like his infantry are hitting way more than ours are.
Well, we're down to 0% chance. That's how dramatically those first 2 rounds were. Ah, man.
What did you lose there? 15?
Yep.
And you only hit 9? So that's 2 rounds of combat. He's basically...
Yep.
So he's got 10... He's got 16 more hits than you do. That's about right, though.
Now, mind you, we came into this with a with a 70% chance to win, and now we're down to 0% chance. Just one round.
I say go again. Just,
Mm.
just save your planes, whatever you do. Your plane should be safe. Oh my God, the
One
planes are
round.
not hitting. Your planes are not hitting, dude. That's 3 rounds in a row you've gotten way under average odds.
Well, can't keep going. Now the question is, did we just lose the game?
Fucking Jesus Christ. Well, here's what we can do. You can bring your 5 infantry up to Baltic and see what that looks like, and then we'll run the odds on maybe our dice, maybe our return dice will go good. Mind you, here's the
No,
difference. Yeah, here's
he's
the
gonna have
difference.
100%.
He's got all these. He's got the same. He's got matching artillery. That's our problem. Has been this whole goddamn game. Is just we just don't have enough damn artillery to fight with. Not enough twos attacking. Way too many ones.
I think we just lost the game,
No, I don't.
and I
I don't.
think we could probably keep dragging it out,
I don't think so.
but
I
I don't know
think
if I want to.
yeah. If it well, we'll depend. See, it depends on how that next battle goes. If he takes it or not. Um. Yeah. So maybe that's what he knew that we didn't. that ones just aren't. There's just hard to calculate. And you had 53 ones and you hit 5 times. That's 1 in 10. That's not right. It should be better than that. It should be at least 1 in 6.
Okay, so this is hilarious. I don't know if you saw this, but I have one artillery that was amphibious, so he could not retreat,
Right?
and so we had to go. Guess
Okay.
how many hits he got back? He only got 4 hits back. So if I had stayed with everything, oh
Wow.
man. Well, we can't beat dice. Nothing beats dice.
Right. I just feel like we're so invest. I mean, 41 rounds. It takes a lot to invest in 41 freaking rounds of Um. That's so disappointing, man. The dice have been. I just feel like they haven't been
We
right.
had it. That was the game changer we needed. We
It
waited
was.
patiently for our
It
chance.
was a 68%
I mean, we
chance to
waited
win.
patiently, and we just got wiped so hard. He has 33 units there still. We had a 60% chance, 70% chance to clear
Well,
it.
he
He
can't.
has got 33
He
units.
can't. He can't do any. All he can do is recombine those guys, say in Belarusia or something, and wait another turn or two. Again, that's 2 turns away of us building. Again, you're right. Then we're back to doing that all again. But I don't know. I feel as though the game is not giving us. We're playing it properly. We're taking the odds when they're big and given to us, and it's not playing out that way. It's disappointing, man. You play 41 fucking rounds into a game, you should expect the dice to once in a while go in your favor. It seems like all the dice are going in his favor, and they're always on
I
defense.
just got a desync.
It's always on defense too. His dice are always kicking ass on defense.
Yep. Oh, the whole game is freaking out on me.
It is?
Become desynced from the game server. It's attempting to resync.
Oh yeah, I can see you're offline. Well, I don't want to give up the game until I see him take one of these goddamn attacking battles. I want to see him attack because maybe we'll get dice like he's been getting, and it'll change the game for us. Which is, I know that's kind of how we've been approaching it the last five, 6 rounds. But we couldn't give up a 70% chance on Corellia. We had to take that battle.
Yeah, it was too good. And even if the results were slightly in his favor, we could have survived it, but they weren't. They dominated in his favor.
So he had 58, 63 units, and he had 25. So he's been getting dice like that on his defense, man. Like 60 freaking 3 units, and he hit 25 times,
25.
then 15 times, so 40 times on the first two waves of dice.
Well, what should he have hit? He should have hit 21. It wasn't his dice. It was my dice.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Because I should have hit way harder than 15. Oh, it took me all the way back to mankind.
All right. Well. So now he can float into Finland and float into Norway again, and I I doubt he takes the battle in Poland with that, unless again he's playing, chess and
No,
we're
because he
playing.
doesn't have to.
He, he doesn't
He
have to.
doesn't have to. He's going to wipe Baltic.
Yeah, but he's got no defense there. Oh, he's gonna. Oh, I see what you're
No
saying.
defense where?
He's gonna wipe Baltic and then he's gonna hit, or
Yeah, and
maybe Bulgaria, Romania, and
he's going
then
to
try to
stack
hit us.
Ukraine. He's going to restack Ukraine with all these units from Caucasus. He's going to beef up Ukraine. And he'll have a thick stack in Baltic that we're going to have to address.
You can't just take it though with that, because I mean,
yeah, you can.
I can hit it now with 21,
Yeah,
21 artillery and 55 infantry.
Okay, if you hit it, then we back out of Poland because we can't.
Well, no, that lines up for a perfect 2-round strafe though.
I don't know, man. I'm just so demoralized.
I know.
I'm not sure.
I know. Well, we'll see what he does. I mean, we've invested this much time. We've invested this much time. Did you end your turn? Yeah, you did. Okay. That's just unfortunate. You got unfortunate dice there, and I've been getting unfortunate dice, and it seems our attacking dice are really poor, and his defending dice are kind of hitting on average, and ours are hitting below average. I think. Certainly seems that way. 1 in 10. Hitting 1 out of every 10 dice on infantry that's below. You should be hitting at least on average, which is 1 in 6. That would have given you an extra 6 hits on the first round. That would have made a difference. Plus, your planes also hit below average. All 3 rounds they hit below average.
The first round is the most important.
Right.
Like by far. So, I don't know. I'm demoralized. I better.
All right. Well,
let me stop here before I just rage quit.
Yeah, we'll call it. We'll call it, and we'll pick it back up tomorrow. See what he does. See how he takes his turn. All right, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay. See ya.
All right, bye. See ya. All right, everybody. Tell us what you think about that. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notifications bell, leave your comments in the comment section. If you've been following this game all along, does it feel like our attacking dice are being hitting under average, and his defending dice are slightly even at average, maybe above average? Seems like we can't really get anywhere here, folks. But I don't know, tell us what you think. Could be just sour grapes, but it just seems like you take a 70% battle, you should win it, or at least certainly hurt the player, and we're not even hurting them. So anyway, so leave your comments in the comment section, and thanks for watching, folks.